home during their time as a Liberty Panther. Please help us honor these seniors as they take the field at Memorial Stadium one last Friday night. Hannah Irene Hawkins is being escorted by her mother, Amanda Miller, stepfather, Joseph Miller, and Aunt Christine Simeon. Hannah will be attending Texas Tech University, where she will pursue her bachelor's degree in biology. After college, she will attend Texas Tech University Health Science Center to become an OBGYN. While in high school, Hannah has been involved with NAHS, HOSA, and she is a 3-year color guard member where she is currently the captain. Hannah has already started working towards her dress as a doctor by getting certified in phlebotomy, CPR, and will be CPT certified by graduation. Tori Johnson is being escorted by her mother, Barbie Becker, stepfather, James McNeil, brother, DJ Johnson, and sister-in-law, Brittany Johnson. Tori will be attending Lamar University to pursue a degree in music. She is a 4-year band member. Tori would like to thank her family for being by her side, her boyfriend who has loved her unconditionally and believed in her when she thought she had no one else, and Mr. Smith for pushing her into becoming greater than she thought she could ever be. Ellie Hale is being escorted by her parents, Christy and Josh Hale. Ellie has been choir president and drum major of the band for the past 2 years. She is also a member of the Texas All-State Choir, National Honor Society, and Tri-M Music Honor Society. After graduation, Ellie plans to pursue a degree in music education. She would like to thank her family, Mr. Sean Smith, and Mrs. Christy Bean for all they have done for her. Ian Freejay is being escorted by his mother, Dawn Freejay, and his father, Richard Freejay, and his stepfather, James Roach. Ian plans on attending SFA and majoring in physics with a minor in astronomy, then go on to obtain his PhD. He aspires to study the stars at NASA. Ian would like to thank his parents, friends, band members, and specifically Sarah Hughes for helping him find his love for space. Laura Lule is being escorted by her parents, Laura and Jose Lule, and sister Joanna Lule. Laura has been in band 4 years and is band chair of the Tri-M Honor Society. She plans on pursuing floral design. Laura wants to thank her friends, family, and most importantly, her band family for giving her a great 4 years in high school. Thank you, Mr. Sean Smith and Mr. Parker, for everything you have done for me. Bryant Wright is being escorted by his parents, Kristen and David Wright. Bryant plans on working for a school district as an IT specialist or in an area of technology. He would like to thank his family and teachers for their encouragement and support through the last 12 years. Miracle Jones is being escorted by her parents, Laverne and Joseph Walker. Miracle plans to attend LSU and major in pre-veterinary medicine. She is a 4-year band member, 4-year jazz band member, and 2-year tennis member. Miracle wants to thank her flawless, bald band director, Sean Smith, for dealing with her and giving her guidance for the last 8 years. It won't be his last. Jordan Brown is being escorted by his mother, Bethany Walker, father, Tyler Walker, and father, Derek Morris. Jordan plans on attending Stephen F. Austin University to become a registered nurse. He was the drum major for the Panther Band and a member of the Tri-M Honor Society. Jordan would like to thank his parents, friends, Mr. Sean Smith, and Mrs. Davis for their help throughout high school. Love you all. Janae Garcia is being escorted by her sister, Rosa Garcia. Janae plans to attend Texas A&M and become an anesthesiologist. She is a member of the National Art Honor Society and Leo Club. Janae has loved all her time in the band, especially her junior and senior years, and wants to thank the Leo Club for helping her connect with friends and give back to the community. Jordan Swanky is being escorted by her parents, Courtney and John Swanky. Jordan has played percussion in the band for 4 years and is a member of the Tri-M National Honor Society. She plans to pursue a degree in aeronautical engineering in college. Christian Franco is being escorted by his parents, Megan Franco and Eladio Franco. Christian is going to attend Texas State University to major in music performance and minor in welding. He is a member of the Tri-M National Honor Society, band leadership, and has advanced to area for 3 years. Astrid Cifuentes is being escorted by mother Maria Barajan and father Juan Cifuentes. Astrid plans to attend college and major in music performance, where she will then pursue a career doing what she loves most, playing the saxophone. She has qualified for region ensemble in band and choir and has advanced to the state level for solos in both. John Simon is being escorted by Sean Smith. John has been a member of the Panther Band and Jazz Band for 4 years and is the current saxophone section leader. He plans to attend Lamar University to major in film and participate in the Lamar Marching Band and Cardinal Jazz Orchestra. John would like to thank Christy Hale, Joshua Hale, and Dr. Pepper for their unrelenting support. Will Gilly is being escorted by his mother, Kristen Gilly. Will is a member of the Math, Music, Art, and National Honor Societies. He plans to major in computer science with the goal of creating games with compelling stories that can be enjoyed by all. Will would like to thank his mom, friends, and Mr. Sean Smith for their continued support over the years. Alexandra Evans is being escorted by her parents, Jamie and Christopher Evans, and sisters, Victoria and Olivia. Alexandra plans on attending Texas Tech to pursue a career in veterinary medicine while continuing music on the side. She is a member of the Tri-M National Honor Society, Leo and Interact Club, and is section leader for the Panther Band. Jennifer Fuentes is being escorted by her mother, Lorena Fuentes, father Dennis Bonilla, and brother Jose Fuentes. Jennifer plans to attend the University of Houston to become a dentist and receive her real estate license. She is a member of the National Honor Society and the Leo and Interact Club. Jennifer has enjoyed being a prancer during her junior and senior years and would like to thank her friends, family, and teachers for making her who she is today. Samantha Molina is being escorted by her mother, Mary Brown, and father, Juan Molina. Samantha plans to attend Texas State University and become a teacher. She is the Prancer co-captain, choir vice president, as well as a member of the National Art Honor Society, Tri-M Music Honor Society, and the Leo and Interact Club. Samantha has made all-region choir all 4 years of high school. Jamichael Porche is being escorted by his cousin, Sanaya Fountain. Jamichael plans on joining the Air Force to study medicine. He has been involved in prancers, PALs, and business and law enforcement. Jamichael would like to give the following advice to underclassmen. Don't waste your time, it flies by. Make all the memories you can, because next time you look up, you'll be graduating. Kelsey Gillard is being escorted by her mother, Amy Denson, Mimi, Dina Gillard, and Papa, Larry Gillard. Kelsey plans on attending Texas A&M to major in communications and minor in journalism. She plans to rush for a sorority and intern with a local news station. Kelsey's goal is to become a news broadcaster or reporter. Reese Graves is being escorted by her parents, Rachel and Kurt Graves. Reese plans to further her education and become an ultrasound technician. She has been a prancer all 4 years of high school and captain her junior and senior years. Reese would like to thank Miss Key for encouraging her to be the best she can be and for being by her side the past 2 years. Connor Roberts is being escorted by his mother, Mindy Maddox, and grandmother, Bridget Maddox. Connor plans on going on a 2-year church mission after graduation, then going to flight school to become a pilot. He is the host of the LHS NBA Hoops podcast on Panther Sportz Network. Victoria McMillan is being escorted by her mother, Donna Webb, stepfather Matt Robinson, stepmother Amanda McMillan, and father Robert McMillan. Victoria plans on joining the military after graduation and then pursuing her teaching degree. Alyssa Taylor is being escorted by her mother, Mackenzie Potez, grandfather, Mike Taylor, and sister, Miley Haywood. Alyssa plans to attend cosmetology school to become a hairstylist. She has enjoyed participating in Prancers, Student Council, PALS, and law enforcement. Alyssa Smith is being escorted by her mother, Stephanie Smith, and she's holding a picture of her late father, Charles Smitty Smith. Alyssa plans to attend Lee College to get her associate's degree, then transfer to SFA to pursue a degree in education and become a second-grade teacher. She has been a cheerleader and editor-in-chief for the yearbook for 3 years. Alyssa is a member of the Leo and Interact Club, PALS, senior class historian, and student council president. She also wants to wish her mom a happy birthday. Brooke Bronner is being escorted by her parents, Jennifer and John Bronner, and sister, Victoria Bronner. Brooke plans to attend Texas A&M University to pursue a degree in nutrition sciences with the goal of becoming a pediatric registered nurse. She has been a cheerleader and class secretary for 4 years. Brooke is a member of HOSA, secretary of the National Art Honor Society, Student Council, National Honor Society, and she has earned her phlebotomy certification. Hayden Fountain is being escorted by her mother, Dee Dee Murray, stepfather, Tony Murray, father, Justin Fountain, and stepmother, Amanda Fountain. Hayden plans on attending Stephen F. Austin University to earn a degree in education and become a kindergarten teacher. She is a 4-time UCA All-American cheerleader. Hayden is a member of Liberty FFA, where she spends her time raising and showing pigs. Hallie Etheridge is being escorted by her mother, Haley Smart, stepfather, Kevin Smart, father, Heck Etheridge, and stepmother, Brittany Etheridge. Hallie plans on attending McNeese State University to become a pediatric oncology nurse. She is the varsity cheer captain. Hallie is a member of Liberty FFA, National Honor Society, and is ranked in the top 10% of the class of 2025. Bailey Bindley is being escorted by her parents, Benicia and Brian Bindley. Bailey will be attending Texas A&M University, where she has been accepted into the College of Architecture to study construction science. She is a member of the National Honor Society, 4-year varsity mascot, and 3-year All-American mascot. Brianna Bowles is being escorted by her mother, Jennifer Bowles, father, Kendrick Moody, brother, Gavin Kelly, and sister, Anna Marie Rocha. Brianna plans on attending East Stroudsburg University to major in special education and compete on the Warrior Stunts team. Go Warriors! Alexandra Becerra is being escorted by her parents, Erica and Jesus Becerra. Alexandra plans on attending Lamar University to pursue a career as a dental hygienist. She is a 3-year varsity cheerleader and 4-year choir member. Alexandra is a member of the National Honor Society and Tri-M Music Honor Society. Abigail Vickers is being escorted by her parents, Christy and Sean Vickers. Abigail plans to attend the University of Texas Tyler on a softball scholarship. After she receives her RN, she wants to become a nurse practitioner and work on Lifelight. Kylie Templeton is being escorted by her parents, Tiffany and Mike Templeton. Kylie plans to attend Blinn College and receive her degree in diagnostic medical sonography. She has been involved in student council all 4 years of high school and now serves as officer. Kylie is also a member of the Leo and Interact Club. She has played volleyball, softball, and is a flag runner where she cheers on the Liberty Panthers every Friday night. Jesus Hernandez is being escorted by his girlfriend, Jacinia Lopez. He is the son of Gloria Parga and Victor Hernandez. Jesus plans on studying electrical engineering at the University of Houston. He plans on reaching the heights that were set through his parents' hard work and wants to make his family proud. Preston Morris is being escorted by his parents, Shayna Walthall and Jeremy Morris. and sister Ava Walthall. Preston's plans are to pursue a career in welding. After 4 years of taking welding classes, he is confident in his ability to attend college to master his craft. Preston is excited about his future and would like to thank everyone that has helped him along the way. Keenan Clevenger is being escorted by his parents, Belinda and Shane Clevenger, and his sister, Hannah Clevenger. Keenan plans to attend Texas A&M University and pursue a degree in wildlife management. After he graduates college, he plans to become a game warden. Cody Sandifer is being escorted by his parents, Casey and Brett Sandifer. Cody plans to attend college on a baseball scholarship and then go to vet school. He wants to become a veterinarian and open his own practice. Clark Stevenson is being escorted by his parents to join the workforce after graduation with aspirations of becoming a chemical pipeline welder. Bryce Casey is being escorted by his mother, Rebecca Janik, stepfather, Jeff Janik, and stepmother, Christian Brockelman. Bryce plans on attending Lamar University to major in engineering. Leighton Shellhammer is being escorted by his mother, Jolie Bishop, and father, Blaine Shellhammer. Leighton plans on attending Texas State University after graduation, 3 of which were on varsity. He has been in ag mechanics for 4 years and a member of law enforcement for 3 years. Aiden Reed is being escorted by his parents, Shawana and Jod Reed. Aiden plans to join the Air Force and become an aerospace engineer. He has played football and ran track for 3 years. Aiden achieved all-A honor roll and academic excellence in geometry, statistics, and English 3. Jayshawn Godfrey is being escorted by his aunt, Glenda Adams. Jayshawn plans to attend Lee College to pursue a degree in sports. He aspires to become a coach. Ryan Lee Monk is being escorted by his mother, Rebecca Rawlinson, and father, Asa Monk. Ryan has been a 2-year regional qualifier in powerlifting and a 2-year varsity football player. He is looking forward to graduating and starting the path to achieve his pilot's license through the Air Force or an aviation academy. Ryan plans to become a life flight helicopter pilot. Ethan Tully is being escorted by his father, Wade Tully, stepmother, Kate Tully, mother, Stacy Lynch, and stepfather, Chance Lynch. Ethan plans on attending Lee College to study process technology. He has played football 4 years, 3 of which were on varsity. Ethan is also a member of law enforcement. Cole Lawrence is being escorted by his mother, Leslie Lawrence, and his grandparents, Wivani and Bob Lawrence. Cole is considering a career in HVAC and isn't sure what the future holds for him, but he is excited to find out. After graduation, he is looking forward to the next adventure in life and excited to see what the world has for him. Cole Casserole wants to thank his mom, Mimi, Paw, and Uncle Lance for all that they have done to get him this far.
I'm live.
Parker Bouch is being escorted by his parents, Ashley and Daniel Bouch. Parker plans to attend college and pursue a degree in electrical engineering. He has played football 4 years, 3 of which were on varsity. Parker is also a 2-year golf team member. Nolan Kay is being escorted by his parents, Fallon and Jason Kay, and his sister, Sydney Kay. Nolan plans to attend Lamar University to pursue a degree in sports education. He is a 4-year football player, 2 of which were on varsity, and a 4-year baseball player, 3 years on varsity, as well as being a powerlifter. Nolan plans to follow in his grandfather's footsteps and become a coach. He wants to thank his family and coaches for all the support and encouragement they have given him over the years. Please give all our seniors and their families a big round of applause. We now need the seniors to line up on the end of the field, and the parents, you are now excused. Tonight you're about to witness the inaugural Pass the Tradition ceremony. Tradition is defined as the transmission of customs or beliefs passed down from generation to generation. Being a Panther is a deep-rooted honor, and we are loyal and true. In fact, next season we will be celebrating 100 years of Liberty Panther football. Each senior on the field will always be a Panther. However, the time has come for them to pass their helmets, instruments, dancing shoes, flags, pom-poms, and cameras on to the next generation of Panthers, in their hope that each child will grow up and find their own path to being a Panther. Seniors and Liberty Youth Panthers, if you would meet in the middle of the field, please. As you see, Liberty Youth, the seniors have learned how to walk in a straight line just as you've been practicing at school. If you would meet them in the middle of the field now, please, for our traditional passing of the tradition ceremony. These seniors hope that you will find your way to being a Panther in the future. Liberty Panthers, hats off to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's game between your Liberty Panthers and Bridge City Cardinals. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Intergalactic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask as a spectator you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes put forth. Cheer these young athletes, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics.
There's Nolan, man in motion, and he's going to keep the ball over the right-hand side, following some blockers. Breaks free, 10, 5, touchdown, Panthers! And just ball, and he is across the 15, down to 20, 30, across the 45, 50, 40, 35 before being pulled down. And there are no flags. He's going to scramble over to the far side. He's got a wide-open receiver. Second down and 8. The outside, across the 5, and into the end zone. Breaks loose, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Panthers! Good evening, Panther Nation, and welcome to this special edition live streaming event of Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sportz Network. I'm Joe Roberts, alongside me, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing, and we are in Liberty, Texas at Memorial Stadium for 10-4A action between the visiting Bridge City Cardinals and your Liberty Panthers. And it is senior night. If you tuned in earlier, you got to see all the senior festivities and the passing of the tradition that we are starting this year. A big thanks to Jackie Smith for doing the stadium announcing during the senior portion, and we are just about 19 minutes or so away from kickoff here. The Liberty Panthers with a heartbreaking loss last week to the Viter Pirates. It started out very, very well, almost returning in the opening kickoff for a touchdown. They got a field goal, and then from there it was all downhill, falling eventually 55-17. And that is where they walked out of the stadium. And now showing up tonight, the Bridge City Cardinals coming into tonight's contest 7-1 on the season, 4-1 in district play, and holding on to the third place position with possibilities of moving up depending on how this week and next week shake out. The Liberty Panthers not mathematically eliminated from the playoff scenario just yet, but a loss tonight would end their playoff hopes. I apologize, Ross is working on a roster right now. We were able to get onto the field before the game started and met with Coach Smalley of Bridge City, and he graciously was able to send us a roster, so hopefully we'll have that ready before kickoff. And Bridge City with a pretty darn good roster, as they have really showcased some potent offense, led by number 9, Hutch Bearden. And Hutch Bearden, the quarterback, 1,113 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 582 rushing yards, 10 touchdowns. He is certainly a threat on the ground and in the air. And their big number, not big, but their big-time number 6, Ashton Summerall, their running back, over 1,000 yards on the ground, 11 touchdowns, and both of those young men a very, very big threat for this Liberty Panther defense.
Senior, UCA All-American Cheerleader.
Right now, the introduction of the cheerleading squads for Bridge City and Liberty.
Cheer Hawaii participant, UIL team member.
Moving around the horn, as it were, in Liberty, some of the things coming up tomorrow. The LHS Mighty Panther Band, they received the won at UIL marching contest back on Saturday, October 19th at P&G, and they are going to be getting on the bus early tomorrow morning and headed to Lindale for area. Congratulations to Sean Smith and the Mighty Panther Band as they do that. LHS volleyball team, they are headed to the playoffs. They will be playing Monday in Huffman, and they will be facing off against Houston, Washington at Hargrave High School. And that will be a 6 p.m. game time start. We will be there. Liberty Panther Sportz Network will go live at about 5:45, 5:50. Unfortunately, the man to my right, Ross Norwood, not able to join me on Monday. He'll be there in spirit. Going to miss all of his volleyball knowledge and everything that he brings to the table when it talks about other sports. The Valley players with a presentation of A Christmas Carol. That'll be coming up on December 6th, 7th, and 8th. And tickets will be available shortly. Nolan Myers, LHS alum, be starring as Ebenezer Scrooge, and I'll be directing that one.
Sophia Del Hero, Jr.,
and then finally, the
UIL
Liberty
member.
Christmas Parade on Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. I believe Betty Runkle's still looking for some folks to add their talents to that particular parade. That'll start at 6 p.m. in downtown Liberty. You can contact Betty at the Health Fix store for more details.
And now for your Liberty Panthers varsity cheerleaders. Sophomore, Victoria Bronner. Freshman, Annalise Russell. Sophomore, Michaela Page. Freshman, Abril Ochoa. Sophomore, Madison Rojas. Sophomore, All-American, Madison Xerax. Junior, Amina Cortina. Sophomore, Alexa Willis. Senior, Brooke Bronner. All-American Senior Captain, Haley Etheridge. Senior, Alexandra Becerra. All-American Senior Mascot, Bailey Bindley. Senior, Brianna Bowles. All-American Senior, Hayden Fountain. Junior, Emily Hebert. Junior, Keegan Lopez. Junior, Summer Balch. Freshman All-American, Kendall Harper. Junior, Zoe Frazier. Sophomore All-American, Zaylee Taylor. Junior, Addison Cordova. Sophomore, Christina Pritchett. Freshman, Jocelyn Bellafana. Sophomore, co-captain, Janelle LaFleur. Freshman, Chloe Davis. Junior mascot, Hunter Greek. Sophomore manager, Riley Clayton. Assistant coach, Felicia Davis. And head coach, Haley Morgan.
I want to thank Omar Cantu, the stadium announcer, for all that he does for the Liberty Panther football team and everyone else that is operating at Memorial Stadium. That was Omar with the call for the LHS varsity
and now
cheerleading
for
squad.
Bridge City's school fight song.
Going down from the Liberty roster, the JV team did not have a game last night. Apparently there was some flooding in Bridge City, and so that's going to give rise for one or two call-ups tonight. Specifically, number 6, Braden Darter, will be joining the Panthers tonight, moving up from the JV squad, I believe, as well as number 88, Landon Reese. Looking through the rest of the roster, there are a few Panthers that will be out tonight. Luke Porche still out, and there'll be a couple of other players, Brody Rawlinson and I believe Cameron Young, are both out with injuries. And I believe that Cameron and Brody's injury is going to go ahead and end their season for them. It's a school song for Bridge City. And we're getting ready for the entrance of the Panthers through the Big Cat here momentarily. Just about 12 minutes to go. We'll get the Liberty school song. And that's going to open up the Big Cat. All the youngsters running through the Big Cat tunnel, and it'll be the football team pretty close after them. One of my favorite parts of the night is when the young kids run through the tunnel, and they have a heck of a time doing all that. The prancers down there, the flag runners just about ready to go. A big shout out to our AV team tonight. Full crew in attendance. Jose Becerra down there with our tunnel cam. Ray Harwell down there as well on the sideline. London Whitney, Seth Stewart on the top side cameras. Jace Alms, Tate White, Chloe there with producer Richard Ewing. I think my cohort is almost ready to go. He's got a sour look on his face, so I don't know what that means. All right, well, he's giving me the sign language, so he must be back in the saddle. Again, thank you for tuning in and watching Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. Memorial Stadium 10-4A action. The third place team of Bridge City in 10-4A and your Liberty Panthers. Again, not mathematically eliminated from the playoff picture, so there is still hope on the horizon. And that's the sound that's going to send the Panthers through the tunnel, and here they come. Definitely one of my favorite things about what we do is getting to celebrate all these young people on this senior night. And there we go, I see it now. Frankie Mares took a bit of a knock last week against Viter, had a very late hit on him, and that knocked him out of the game, and he is still out for tonight, which means that Jason Wycliffe, in all likelihood, will be the starting quarterback tonight for the Liberty Panthers, as now the Bridge City Cardinals have made their way onto the field, and this ought to be a wing-dinger tonight. Jeff Lewis leading crew 141 out of Houston tonight for the officials. Coach Kedrick Harrison on the sideline, getting his troops ready to rock and roll tonight. I talked about this a little earlier. Hutch Bearden, the dual threat quarterback. He is a senior, pretty big kid. Ross and I were down on the field, and Bridge City, as per usual, have some pretty big folks on deck for their football team. Now we're going to see how well I can multitask. Ross says I can't do it very well, but you know what does he know?
If everyone please stand, our opening prayer tonight will be done by Junior Christian Fisher.
Dear Lord, I thank you for the day that you have given us and that you protect all the players playing in the game. I pray that everyone has a safe ride home. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
The Christian Fisher giving the invocation.
For our national anthem, our Star Spangled Banner being done by our high school choir.
Christy Bean and the high school choir with the national anthem. LHS Choir. Christy Dean, the director, been here for a good long time, always does a great job. A beautiful sound. And we're just under 5 minutes to go before kickoff. Both teams on the field now, and the captain's getting ready to head to the middle of the field tonight for the Liberty Panthers. Number 76, Keenan Clevenger. Number 70, Ethan Tully. Number 72, Nolan Kay. Number 10, Jason Wycliffe, representing the Liberty Panthers. And then, as usual, the rest of the team will step out to the numbers. For the Cardinals, number 8, number 16, number 54, and number 5 stepping out. Colby LeBlanc, Aiden Parrott, among others. And the rest of their team also stepping to the numbers. That ripping sound you just heard, Ross Norwood, tearing tape, getting ready for the game. He's nothing if he's not a perfectionist. I do believe the head official for tonight may be the shortest referee, is Mr. Lewis, maybe the shortest referee we've seen all season long. Throws that coin, picks it up. And the Panthers indicate that they are going to go south. They won, they declined.
Looks like Liberty won the coin toss, and they deferred.
Liberty Panthers win the toss. They're going to decline to the second half. They will kick off to Bridge City, who will be receiving on the south end of the field. About ready to go here in Memorial, Texas, or Memorial Stadium in Liberty, Texas, rather. Diego Diaz set to kick off for the Liberty Panthers. Back deep for the Cardinals, 0 and number 12. That's Merrick Harris and Alex Chappell. We've seen quite a number of short and onside kicks from the Liberty Panthers. I can't imagine we're going to see it opening up, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. All I do know is it shows 12 on the clock, which means we are just about to be underway here at Memorial Stadium. And I think Ross is finally ready to jump on this thing. And that noise you're hearing is copyright infringement brought to you by everyone everywhere. So if our stream gets muted, you can call your local congressman. How about that? Just remember, the Liberty Panther Sports Network is not playing that music, YouTube, so leave us alone. And that's going to be a high kick. It's going to be fielded cleanly at the 32-yard line by Bridge City. That'll be number 21, Ethan Hernandez.
Well, it's kind of loud.
It's pretty loud. You are correct.
Well, thank you for bearing with me, Joe. I'm sure our audience is pleased they didn't have to hear me for that entire time.
Well, it's probable that they were happy, but who knows? They're going to say he was on the 31. Be near hash mark for Bridge City. And it will be shotgun formation. It's number 1, the quarterback. And he's going to keep the ball. And that's Austin Bellinger.
Jason Wycliffe with the tackle there.
Has had some snaps under center, so not sure if what that means for Bearden, but he is their primary quarterback.
Jason Wycliffe.
There's a big pickup on the RPO for Bellinger.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise to see him out at the quarterback position.
You stay in there, hand the ball off, and going to get popped in the backfield. Be number 22 with the stop, Ryan Monk.
Ashton Summerall with the ball carry.
Pick up about, well, I thought he was going to get about a yard, but they got him right at the line of scrimmage, Ross.
Bearden was dressed for the game, so he may be having to sit out for some reason, or they'll bring him in later.
Bellinger again. And hand the ball off to Summerall, and he's going to get spilled by Wycliffe.
Wycliffe cutting him at the shins.
Once again, number 8, the ball carrier.
Bring up third down and about 6 for the Cardinals. They're in Panther territory at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line brings up third down.
Bridge City working from my right to left, moving from south to north.
One thing Bridge City has had times with are some turnover issues this season.
Bellinger to his right. Going to get a lot of pressure. He's going to throw the ball up in the air, and that's going to be batted down, almost picked up, and that's going to be knocked away. Panthers, big-time pressure, Ross.
Big-time pressure. Ryan Monk right there in the face. Cody Sandifer coming in to assist. Sandifer got a hand on Bellinger.
We're going to have 4th down and long for Bridge City from the Panther 49. Wycliffe back, standing on the Panther 20-yard line currently.
Ethan Hernandez is on to punt. Well, no, he is not.
But he was, and then they brought the actual punter in.
Ashton Summerall.
And he's going to slip. That's going to be not great for Bridge City. And in a wild turn of events, we didn't see the quarterback we thought we were going to see. And we saw a Panther great stand, and then that miscue, Ross.
Correction there, that was Jaeger Carlin.
Yeah, we were on the field before the game started, and it is very muddy out there. Not a lot of rain recently, except the other day, so it actually must have rained more over here than it did on the other side of town, because it is very muddy right out there. Liberty Panthers on for their first offensive possession. And Darter is going to be under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Fowler, cuts back up the middle. So I'm like 0 for the century right now. I said Wycliffe probably going to be the starter, and it's actually Braden Darter who they brought back up from the JV. He was on varsity earlier this season and wasn't seeing a bunch of game time, and so they dropped him back down so he could get some reps. Fowler's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. We got 2nd down and long for the Panthers from their own 34-yard line. Be a toss out to Wycliffe, right-hand side, looking for some running room, and he's going to get hit by a host of Cardinals. Finally being pulled down by number 22, among others.
Kobe Dean and Braxton Liam. Those two were able to seal off the hole that was created, and Wycliffe just running right into him.
He's going to pick up a few yards on that, and this is something that we talked about beforehand, giving themselves 3rd and manageable, and that's just exactly what they have. They're on their own 36-yard line. 3rd down and about 3. Darter under center. And there's going to be an exchange problem right there, and we've seen that too many times this season.
The beanbag came out from the head linesman, but it does appear Liberty got back on top of that.
Well, he may have picked up a yard on the scrum there. That's still going to be 4th down, maybe 4th down and 2. They're going to send on Diego Diaz to punt this ball away. Way too early in the game to be playing fast and loose so far in your end zone. Back deep for the Cardinals, number 14.
Carson Sauceda.
Snap back to Diego. Good. He gets the ball away. It's going to be end over end. And it's going to get fielded at the 31, still on his feet, and he's going to slip down at about the 40-yard line, and that's where they're going to give him credit for, Ross.
Cody Sandifer there at the end of that play. Ryan Hessler was right there. Footing already proving to be a big issue tonight as Hessler lost his footing and the return man Saucedo lost his footing.
This is going to be probably a great equalizer. If you were looking for something to give the Liberty Panthers a handhold on this vaunted Cardinal offense, it could be the footing on the field tonight, Ross.
And they are in the spot Bridge City is where they had some problems on their first drive with footing.
Bellinger still in at quarterback for the Cardinals. And he's going to hand the ball off to Summerall. Cups up the middle, finds a running room, bounces off a Panther outside. He's still on his feet. Finally gets taken down by number 11, Mason Shellhammer. And that's going to be a very big pickup. Cardinals into Panther territory, down to the Panther 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
Looks like 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
That's a big piece of tough running from number 6, and we said that we thought he was going to be a handful, and that showcased the reason he's been a handful for teams all season long. They're going to give him the ball again, this time number 52 coming in hot with the stop, Bryce Casey. Be about 3 on the carry.
We have flags coming in, Joe, at the end of this play, and they keep flying.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 flags thrown at the end of that.
I don't know. I was busy goofing off before the game, and I did not hear your pregame. These two teams have a history of extracurriculars. This crew, officiating crew out of Houston.
Also are selling boudin and sausage.
Spoke with some of those guys before the game. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Liberty, and that'll move the ball up 15 yards. Liberty with 9 personal fouls in last week's ball game.
Yeah, that was definitely a common theme last week.
Looks like dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers.
That'll be an automatic first down. The ball will be moved down to the Panther 21-yard line, far hash mark. 7:45 to go here in the first quarter. Both teams have had a possession. This is Bridge City's second possession, and they are knocking on the door deep in Panther territory. It's a motion back, and this time Bellinger's going to keep it, call his own number over the left-hand side. Going to dance around several Panthers before finally being acrobatically tackled. Casey again in on that stop.
Logan Fowler is the one that dropped the hammer on him, coming from behind. A couple of Panthers right there, but lost their footing. It looked like Aiden Reed was going to be able to make a play, and then the footing slipped for him.
Bellinger picking up the first down. That's going to drop the chains. 1st and goal from the Panther 5-yard line, and they'll be on the near hash mark. Bellinger to Summerall, and they read that one perfectly. Jay-Sean Godfrey and crew coming in on the stop. They're going to lose a yard or 2 on that.
Yeah, Ryan Monk also getting in there from the linebacker position.
Bring up 2nd down and goal for Bridge City. Again, Bridge City trying to improve their playoff position. They've already secured a playoff spot. Liberty trying to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Bridge City in the 3rd spot as they come into this game.
Bellinger. Summerall, left-hand side. He bowls through a couple of Panthers, and he's going to get back close to the original line of scrimmage, about 4-yard line.
Once again, number 6.
That was Mason Shellhammer with the stop.
Brought down by number 11, Mason Shellhammer.
3rd down and goal for Bridge City. Panther defense, so far so good.
Well, you know, the personal foul, that 15 yards right now is huge.
See our end zone camera alive. Jose Becerra down there with that action shot. And Summerall spins, and he gets stopped. Spins right into the hands of number 25, Cade Carter.
Cade Carter there, as well as Leighton Shellhammer.
And we've got our first Jay-Sean Godfrey helmet sighting at the 5:31 mark. I told you we should have made a game out of that. That's going to bring up 4th and goal for Bridge City, and it looks as though they're going to bring out the kicking team. Be number 19 stepping on to kick for them. That will be Kason Watts, the senior kicker. Snap's good. The kick is up, and it is through the uprights at the 5:03 mark of the first quarter. Bridge City strikes first. They lead Liberty 3-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network at the 5:01 mark. Bridge City strikes first, 17-yard field goal. They lead the Panthers 3-0. And what a fine defensive stand from the Liberty Panther defense, Ross.
23 yards there on that field goal.
Oh, did I say 17? Yep. It was 17. That's math. 23. Either one.
Also, did you catch who kicked that?
Yes, it was Kason Watts, whatever. It's number 19. Yeah, number 19. Sometimes I remember things, sometimes I don't.
And that one was high and deep enough by plenty, if that makes sense.
Jason Wycliffe, Devorian Bradford back deep for the Panthers.
Number 5 set to kick off for the Cardinals.
Jaeger Carlin is going to do the kicking for Bridge City.
And he's going to slip again. He's going to get fielded by the Panthers. And that is going to be number 21, LaDamian Wilson. And he slipped down around the 30-yard line.
Return by number 21, LaDamian Wilson. There's a flag on the play.
Got a flag back in Cardinal territory. Probably going to be some offsides. Yep.
I did see.
It looked like they were ahead of the kicker. So if that's the case, they'll make them kick that again because they'll want that one back for sure. And that's exactly what they're calling. And let's see if they're going to accept that.
I would be surprised if they do.
Well, they're going to take it and tack it on. Is that what they're going to do?
Yes, they'll add the 5 yards because that's going to still give them really good field position and giving him another opportunity to kick. Yes, 5 yards back, but the footing might be better.
You are so correct. When you're right, and you're right. How about that? Well, as soon as they can get where the ball should be placed sorted out, we'll get going here. He dropped at the 30, so they're going to have to move that up some. And they're also going to have to think about resetting the clock, I would imagine.
Well, and they're trying to get a new football. So that's what happened. One of the footballs that was Liberty's went over. Well, now we're okay. There we go. One of the footballs was tossed thinking it was Bridge City's over to the Bridge City side, so they were getting all that sorted out. In that confusion.
And they still haven't put the football in the correct spot.
They're about to.
So they're going to move it up 5.
Be a 36-yard line.
That's where they're going to start, on the Liberty 36-yard line. That only took about 10 minutes. Here we go. Liberty Panthers. And we're going to go Darter under center. And this time Fowler, right-hand side. He's going to grab a yard or two before he gets smothered up by that Cardinal line. Pick up 2 or 3 on that carry.
This is going to be a very messy game for both teams. It's going to be a slow-moving game, I would imagine, with the footing issues.
Second down and long. Panthers up to their 38-yard line, maybe 39. Darter again under center. This time Holmes with the ball. Man, they are throwing folk around out there, Ross. I don't know if you caught that. there's a whole bunch of extra going on around the play. Holmes with a nice little pickup. Bring up third down and maybe 5 yards for the Liberty Panthers. You know, when you got the binoculars and you're looking down there and you're seeing the game within the game and all the extra stuff.
Yeah, I've got to get more focused and actually look through the binoculars. I've got them in my hand.
Well, they don't work as well there. Liberty trying to find a first down here.
A big defensive front for Bridge City.
And this time, that's going to be nothing doing. Number 10 with a stop on number 10, Wycliffe.
Bryce Breeden there.
And he was the one that we looked at earlier. He was a pretty big boy for Bridge City. They have 3 or 4 of those real tall, real big kids.
Yeah, Kobe Dean is another one.
It's going to be a loss on the play of about a yard. Bring up 4th and 6, and the punting team back on for the Liberty Panthers. Return man for Bridge City standing on their 25.
That's Saucedo, and
It's going to be a shank off of the side of his foot. And we'll see where he says he comes out. About the 49-yard line, maybe. Oh, no, they're going to – the side judge over here is going to have it. Be on the 42.
And that is what I kind of had there.
Okay. Well, yeah, I thought he was going to give way to the head linesman, and then I'm like, ooh, okay. Now they're going to push him up to the no, he fixed it. He stepped down to the 42. So not a great punt. And again, all this is contingent on these conditions. They've had to change the ball out multiple times. Very muddy, very nasty out there on the field, even though it doesn't look like that on the screen. 1st and 10, Bridge City, 3:01 first quarter. Bridge City leading Liberty 3-0. Bellinger sends Ford in motion, high snap, and he's almost slips. Liberty Panthers in big-time pursuit. Going to get pushed out of bounds. Wycliffe, and that's going to be a big loss on the play for the Liberty Panther defense.
A good job there by Wycliffe as that one was moving towards the sideline. As soon as he stepped off, he disengaged, which is hard to do sometimes in that moment.
I was almost getting ready to say, well, there's another flag. And then, just like you said, he pulled his hands back just beautifully at the last minute. Be a loss of about 7 on there. 2nd down and 17 for Bridge City. Bellinger to his left, looking for something. Gets set, tried to throw over the top. And it's, oh, man, is that picked off? Oh, they're going to say no. That bounced off of a Bridge City guy back into the almost hands of the Panther defender, Ross.
Well, DeVorian Bradford had coverage there. He was on him like a glove. He went for the football as the receiver was going for the football. And then, of course, the pinball.
Well, here's my hand. Slap my hand, Ross. I went full fangirl on that. That was not good. It's going to stop the clock at 2:44 in the first quarter. That's probably even better right there, the Gibbs slap. 3rd down and about 17. And the Bridge City Cardinals trying to rescue some of this yardage from that loss 2 plays ago. Bellinger over the top, and that's going to get broken up. Wycliffe right there to break that up. Almost had an interception, Ross.
Cody Sandifer was the one that laid the hit on him as that ball got there, and Wycliffe right there.
Well, that's going to stop the clock again, 2:36, but more importantly, that's going to bring on the punting unit for Bridge City, and this is definitely something that Bridge City has not encountered too much this season.
Jaeger Carlin is the punter for Bridge City.
Wycliffe back deep, standing on the Panther 30-yard line, and this time able to get some footing and a nice deep punt. Wycliffe dancing around, trying to find an opening, still on his feet, is going to get slung down at about the 40, but there is some extracurricular and a flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, we're going to have I would imagine it's going to be a hold or block in the back.
No, he's going to toss that down a little further down the field. Yeah, and normally anytime that comes in, that's almost always against the offensive team.
It is holding.
Liberty Panthers trying to do everything they can to control this clock and keep the Bridge City offense off the field, but really right now the Panther defense just doing a beautiful job.
So the flag is going to be at about the
Against the Panthers. It's holding.
3-yard line.
Coach Harrison, as he's just kind of turning into an iconic piece of his lore, steps beyond the numbers to get some clarification about what's being called. Probably more than any coach that we've seen since we've been doing this, Ross. Coach Harrison not afraid to step out there and ask for the officials to give him a chat about what's going on. Liberty 1st and 10. Wycliffe this time in the shotgun.
They never actually walked that off, Joe.
No, they did not. You are correct. So they're going to have to stop that, add on the penalty yardage, and then reset the chains.
Well, they moved the ball back to where the penalty marker was placed.
Right, but they didn't actually.
So now they're going to have to discuss exactly where.
And while they're trying to sort that out, Wycliffe is in at quarterback right now, what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, it is not a spot foul.
But it will move the chains back.
There we go. Now they are.
Okay, so they're going to push that back to the Panther, probably 23-yard line. That will be where the Panthers have 1st and 10 from their own 23.
When I looked up as they were about to snap that, I thought, wait a minute, that's where the marker was.
Wycliffe in the shotgun, Fowler to his right. And he will keep it, and he's going to get hit in the backfield pretty quickly.
Jason Wycliffe on the keeper.
And that's going to be number 27 who makes the stop, and he kind of takes the brunt end of that hit.
Keegan Trahan.
Looks
as though Wycliffe was able to get back to the line of scrimmage under 2 minutes here in the first quarter, and this has been a messy affair so far. Down on the field earlier, and I guess I really didn't grasp how muddy and nasty it was out there.
Second down almost slipping and busting it.
Yeah, right. Wycliffe to his right, and he's going to get tripped up in the backfield by number 10.
Bryce Breeden there spying on Wycliffe, and he came and made that beeline and was able to cut right through to the line and get to him.
Wycliffe going to lose a couple on that, bring up 3rd down and long. Ball's going to be back on the Panther 21-yard line.
Sign up to become a Booster Club member tonight. Support your Liberty Panthers today and becoming a Booster Club member at the Athletic Booster Club.
Bradford is coming into the game. Harper comes out of the game.
To contact the Liberty Athletic Booster Club member.
As does Parker Balch.
And they're going to break the huddle there. Darter back in at quarterback. And he'll roll to his left. Get set. He's going to throw it over the top. Cade Carter almost makes the one-handed catch. And there is – oh, okay, I thought you were pointing at a flag back there.
No, but Darter took a punishing hit.
Oh, man, he stood in there. Cade Carter had that cornerback beat all day long, and Darter almost dropped it into his hands.
That was a hit by Breeden. I want to point out it was not late.
No, it's just a good hit.
Loaded him, and Breeden so far showed a very capable pass rusher.
Diego Diaz standing on the Panther 8-yard line. Bring up 4th down and long. Low snap. Diego able to get that away end over end, and that is going to be fielded in Cardinal territory. Still on his feet. Finally getting upended, and they're going to return the ball close to the 50, maybe right to the 50. And that was going to be fielded at about the 35-yard line. I thought they were going to get him back there, Ross, and he made an athletic maneuver in the mud to get out of that.
And that was a risky play on his part. He's wanting to save the yardage there, but he was up much further. He fielded that still moving, and we've seen it over and over again. Those have a tendency to end poorly for the guy trying to catch it.
1st and 10 for Bridge City, 50-yard line.
First of all, the sponsor would like to congratulate the Liberty Panthers volleyball team on earning a playoff spot. Be sure to go out and support the Lady Panthers as they take on
Bellinger still in at quarterback.
Monday, November 4th at 6 p.m.
Alex Chappell in the backfield with him. Leading for Summerall. Summerall left-hand side. And he's going to pick up maybe, if that much.
Yeah, they double-teamed Godfrey there.
Looks like a pickup of 1.
Maybe he picked up about the length of the football. Second down and long for Bridge City, and that's probably going to be the last play of the first quarter. They don't appear to be in any sort of hurry to get one off here. And that is exactly what's going to happen. After a quarter of action, your Liberty Panthers trailing Bridge City 3-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. After a quarter of action at Memorial Stadium, your Liberty Panthers trail Bridge City 3-0. The first quarter has been a sloppy, messy affair. Neither team really able to find purchase on the ground. Very muddy and gross out there on the field. And Bridge City just about at the halfway mark on the field. Second down and long for them. They flip ends. Bridge City will now be traveling south. 2nd and 10, and now Hutch Bearden in the game for Bridge City. And he will drop back to make the pass. And that's going to be completed. And that's going to be 0. Marin Eris with the reception. A big-time throw. Going to pick up about 8 on the reception. Actually closer to 9. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Ball's going to be on the Panther 41-yard line, far hash mark. Bearden and Summerall in the backfield for Bridge City. And Bearden's going to roll to his left. Design keeper still on his feet. And he is going to get pushed out of bounds. We'll see where they spot him. Looks like they're going to spot him at about the 25-yard line. And that's going to move the chains for Bridge City. 1st and 10 from the Panther 25-yard line. Actually, no, they're going to move him back just a little bit. Going to back him up 2 more yards. That's from the 27. 1st and 10. Bearden again. Summerall up the middle, and he's going to get stopped by number 76, Keenan Clevenger. Going to pick up 3 or 4 on the carry. Second down and 6 for Bridge City. Be on the Panther 23-yard line. Under 11 minutes to go here in the Bearden. Again, Summerall up the middle, finds an opening, and is going to get pulled down by number 15, Leighton Shellhammer. And not before he picks up the 1st down. Summerall with the carry. 1st and 10 now for Bridge City. Down on the Panther 16-yard line.
The second quarter footballs that are being thrown out tonight are sponsored by Tire Lab.
Bearden and Summerall. Summerall again up the middle. Number 78, Carlos Rubio with the stop. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. And that's the first time in this drive that the Panther defense have been able to stop this rushing attack. 2nd down and 10. Bearden, Summerall. Bearden looks to his left. Big pressure. Pepper DuBose comes through there. Oh, no, that's number 25. That's Cade Carter with the stop. Big-time sack on the play, and just what the doctor ordered for the Liberty Panther defense. Big loss on the play. That's going to push the ball all the way back to the Panther, looks like 27-yard line, Ross.
Yeah, he just broke through that. I mean, cut through it and was right there. Bearden, no options.
It was Cade Carter coming in from the defensive end spot. Third down and extremely long for Bridge City. And there's a flag. I'm not sure.
It looks like we are going to have a false start here. Now, one official, the head linesman is saying false start. The umpire is saying offsides.
Well,
looks like false start against.
I'm about to say a false start. That's probably the one that's going to win every time. Going to move them back another 5 yards. Be back on the 32-yard or 33-yard line rather. Third and extremely long for Bridge City. Bearden drops back, looks, and he's going to get busted in the backfield. And that's one more time. Cade Carter with a big-time stop for the Liberty Panther defense.
Number 25, Cade Carter.
And that's back-to-back sacks for Cade Carter, and we have been missing that the last couple of weeks, Ross.
I mean, he is just blowing people up on that big offensive line.
Fourth and extremely long. This is definitely go-for-it territory.
Yeah, too far for a field goal. He's got a couple of tall receivers.
Looks to his right. Going to step and throw, and that's going to fall out of the back of the end zone. And one heck of a defensive stand from the Liberty Panther defense. Turnover on downs. It will be 1st and 10 for the Liberty Panthers. And I promise you, Ross Norwood, if you had said I would see this tonight, I would have called you a liar.
Well, I apologize for stepping all over you. You've got my footprints all over your body now.
That's okay.
But you're correct. This is not what we thought we would see. You've seen now 2 quarterbacks for Bridge City. That last drive, you had the false start.
You've got
a new quarterback in there. They would have still had a very long conversion, but they made it 5 yards further.
8:24 to go here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the Panther 33-yard line. Darter hands the ball off to LaDamian Wilson, left-hand side, and he's going to get slung down by his counterpart, 21. And here we go again, another flag.
Yes, that's going to be on Cade Carter for a hold.
And as it stands, it was about a 2 or 3 yard pickup, but that's going to go against the Panthers and negate that. Presumably so, yep, a hold against the Panthers.
Yeah, I was watching that as it happened. And the play had already moved beyond that, but he held on a little too long.
They'll slide the ball back to the Panther 22-yard line. Bring up 1st down and 20 for Liberty. 8:16 to go here in the second quarter. Liberty trailing 3-0. Wycliffe back in it. Nope, Darter still in the quarterback. That's going to get in and out of his hands. He recovers somehow, still on his feet. And I don't know how that happened. We've seen that turn into disaster time and again. Darter able to make the athletic move back there to pick the ball up, Ross.
Well, and the crazy thing is, that almost drew a 15-yard face mask penalty. It would have been inadvertent, but all the arms flying around just missed his face mask. Omar Cantu there with the call on the distance here. 2nd down and Hardin. They need the 33-yard line. No, excuse me, they need the 43. Darter back, drops back, looks right, throws. He's got a receiver. It's almost intercepted as that one was short. Almost intercepted by
Pass down for number 25, Cade Carter goes incomplete.
Yeager Carlin.
Good defensive block by number 25, Jace Ramirez.
Sorry about that. Our stadium announcer, Omar Cantu. Man, he does a fabulous job, by the way. I think he was working with an old roster, and he was giving credit for the wrong number 6. I don't think he had the roster with the Braden Darter on there.
That's correct.
Okay.
Because I didn't have the roster.
I was about to say, I'm not naming names.
I had him on here, but wrong number.
Correction, batted down by number 5, Jagger Carlin.
It's going to bring up 3rd down, and looks like Harden to go for Liberty.
And we are going to have a delay of game.
Well,
just when you thought you wouldn't go back any further.
The delay of game will push them back another 5 yards. So we've gone beyond Harden, and we're now to Rye.
Yeah, pretty close. They need the 43-yard line for a first down.
Well, 7:18 to go here in the second quarter, and the quarterback almost in the end zone. That's Darter, and he's going to look over the top, over the middle, and that's going to be picked up. Number 21 with the interception.
Ethan Hernandez.
So not the worst thing that could have happened there, but definitely not the best thing either. Darter under some duress there. Just a little high. He had a man open.
Well, and he faked the handoff and immediately got the ball out. So an interception by Bridge City. That was Ethan Hernandez with the interception for Bridge City, and they will start this drive at about the 22-yard line. This ball handed off by Bearden, and the ball carrier is going to go right across the 20, and he'll go down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
One thing I've noticed so far, Ross, both centers having some trouble getting purchase on the football, especially when they've been in the shotgun trying to get that ball back all night long. Either Bearden or Bellinger, whoever was back there for Bridge City, getting the ball high. Bearden going to move Summerall to his left. And looks to his left. Immediate pressure from Monk. And he's going to throw into the end zone, and almost an acrobatic one-handed catch in the back of the end zone. That would have been number 1, Austin Bellinger. And he had the right beat on him, just a little too high. That's going to be incomplete and bring up 3rd down for Bridge City. It stopped the clock at 6:26 here in the second quarter. Ball on the Panther 18-yard line, 3rd down and just about 6 to go for Bridge City.
It's going to be interesting, Joe, to see as this night progresses and the footing issues and the exchange issues continue if we're going to see them move under center.
Bearden, Summerall to his left. And big-time pressure. Sandifer in pursuit, and he's going to be able to throw that ball. It's going to get picked up, but immediately hit number 23, Pepper DeBose. Number 3, the reception, Abraham Mungia.
Number 3, Abraham Mungia.
And that's going to bring up 4th down and long for Bridge City. Now, this is an interesting spot to be. If they have a kicker, this could be a makeable field goal, but with that footing out there, I don't know if they'll trot anyone out.
Yeah, I mean, this is this middle of the field is in
terrible shape.
Terrible shape right now.
Well, they're going to keep the offensive unit out there. That's not a shocker. They have been very electric this year. Bearden. He'll roll to his right. Big-time pressure, Monk. Oh, man, he escapes the pocket, and he's going to slip, and he's not going to pick up the first down. Oh, man, the best thing that could have happened right there, because he had nothing but green grass and dreams in front of him.
As he was trying to extend that play and get away, they got away with a hold.
Yeah, they definitely did.
The referee he kind of reached as if he was going to toss the penalty marker, but
yeah, our off-camera color commentator, my brother's up here with us tonight, coming down from Utah. I wanted to enjoy some Friday night lights, and he hadn't seen any good football in some time, so he was all fired up, and I love that. And that is way over the head of the Panthers, and that is going to be a touchdown. Well, the silence you hear right now is my heart breaking into a million pieces, Ross. That ball was snapped to the International Space Station in the air. He never had a chance on that, and it went right into the end zone. And that is one of those gimme scores that, man, when you look back on this game, you're going to think, oh, man, I really want that one back. At the 5:21 mark, the Bridge City Cardinals score a touchdown via the fumble recovery in the end zone. Point after attempt. And that is going to be up through the uprights. 5:21, Bridge City takes a 10-0 lead over your Liberty Panthers. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. 5:21 to go here in the second quarter. Bridge City strikes, but in the wrong sort of way. A fumble recovery in the end zone for a touchdown. Point after attempt is good. Bridge City 10, Liberty Panthers 0. Bradford Wycliffe back deep for the Panthers. Ross?
That 10-0 score, a lot bigger than what it might appear. Based on how they've played in this half, points have been at a premium.
Yeah, this Liberty Panther defense has been playing lights out so far. Offense going to have to step their game up as the kickoff is going to be deep, and that's going to fall into the end zone, thankfully so. Bradford back there thought about taking it, and he slipped at about the 1 yard line. That could have been a disaster had he touched that.
That could be the slip of the night, Joe. It could be a game saver. It sounds like a little overblown, but if he gets his hands on that while he's still backpedaling, we could have seen it off of him into the end zone and another Bridge City touchdown.
The 1st and 10 for Liberty at the 25, 100% correct, Ross. Darter Fowler in the backfield with Darter. This time Darter going to call his own name, and he's going to get swallowed up by a couple of Cardinals. Maybe pick up a yard.
Ethan Tully there was the blocker, and he got swallowed up by two Bridge City Cardinals.
Second down and 9 for Liberty. And just about 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Liberty will be receiving the second half kickoff. So there is that, if they can get something on the board here. Spread formation. Darter moves Fowler to his right. Rolls to his right, gets set, and throws it to, okay, there's a flag in the backfield. There must have been some miscommunication there. He threw it into the flat area. There was no one there. He did have.
This one came in as in the area of a hold.
Well, I will say when he went back there to set, he did slip as he was throwing that ball. So that probably wasn't where he was looking to go.
It is going to be a hold against Liberty.
Well, they're going to get that back, but they're going to move backwards. It's going to be up second down and 20. Ball back into the Panther, it looks like about 16-yard line, and we are perhaps going to get a timeout, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Liberty Panthers take their first timeout. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. 4:36 to go here at Memorial Stadium in the second quarter. Liberty Panthers facing second down and 20 from their own 16-yard line.
15.
Oh, I'm sorry, 15-yard line. Darter, there a big-time miscommunication there. He's going to have to keep the ball, and he's going to run and get to about the 20, pick up about 5 yards on that.
Yeah, that really turned into something because
well, he turned to his left, and Fowler was on his right, so
he came over to his left, and he turned to his
the
right.
opposite of what I said.
Well, no.
Okay.
But he did it. Fowler changed directions.
Right.
He turned to where Fowler was, and now he was on the other side.
No matter what, he definitely made something out of nothing there. Bring up third down and 15 for Liberty on the 20-yard line. Darter to his right. It's set and has to go up the middle, and he is going to slide at the 30. Well, one of the officials has him on the 30 and one has him on the 29.
And we're going to have a timeout from Bridge City with 3:45 left in the half.
And we'll go ahead and stay here.
Looks like timeout to Bridge City.
So I guess there's some question time here. They don't want the Panthers to run off any clock because they want some time to perhaps get on the scoreboard. Again, Liberty will be receiving the second half kickoff. Bridge City with a tenuous 10-0 lead, but really the Liberty Panthers gifted them 7 of those points. Up until that point, they have really been playing exceptional football.
Well, if you go back, the last 2 Bridge City drives were turnover on downs deep in Liberty territory.
Gun raffle tonight for $20.
Yeah, Coach Garza has had the defense playing very, very well. Cade Carter with a pair of monstrous sacks.
That coming on the drive, the previous drive before the previous turnover on downs.
Right. Whatever the word that you're looking for is, you found it at some point. They're going to send on the punting unit here for 3:45 to go. Diego Diaz.
I believe that's going to be Salceda, or not Salceda.
And Diaz, very nice punt. And it's going to be fair caught at the Bridge City 33-yard line. Very good decision. That was one of the better punts we've seen from Diego in a couple of games.
Right around the 33-yard line.
And that was Salcedo.
Bridge City, and this is probably their worst starting position of the quarter at least.
Yeah, they've had some really good starting field position. If you go back to the drive in which they intercepted the ball and had it started their field position at the 22. That was the last drive that ended in the turnover on downs.
Bearden, Summerall to his left. And Summerall will take it, but he's going to get met in the backfield almost immediately by a host of Panthers. Cody Sandifer leading the charge for the Panther defense. Summerall will pick up a yard, maybe 2.
Mason Jordan as well as Bryce Casey in on that stop, sealing off the hole.
Bryce Casey on the stop for your Panthers.
Bridge City, 2 timeouts remaining.
Bearden to Summerall, right up the middle, and he's going to get hit by number 11, Mason Shellhammer. Pretty nice pickup.
Just dropping his shoulder there.
Yeah.
Good even stop by.
Third down and manageable for Bridge City, about 3 to go.
Mason Shellhammer on the stop.
So we're going to see some big personnel changes for both teams here.
Bridge City with the ball on the Panther 41-yard line, trying to break the huddle and move up quickly. Bearden under center, and this time Summerall finds a big gap up the middle, and he is still on his feet, 20, 15, and he's going to get pulled down at about the Liberty 12-yard line.
Devorian Bradford there really kicking it up a notch to get him, and he wrapped him around the shoulders, Joe. It's so easy on those plays like that to try to grab the back of the shoulder pads but he had great form there, wrapping up and pulling him down.
That's the first time we've seen Bridge City go under center, and they did it quickly and caught the Liberty Panthers a little off guard.
They had moved in their big set there, Joe, to try to get that short yardage, and they ended up busting it open.
That's going to be first down, and they can actually pick up a first down without scoring here.
Yeah, it looks like they need the 2-yard line maybe.
And we're going to get a timeout from Liberty. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. 1:45 to go here in the second quarter. And Bridge City trying to score again before the half. Go ahead, Ross.
Sorry, that was a good timeout by Liberty to let everybody regroup after that big play.
Bearden. Summerall to his left. And he will throw over the middle, and that's going to be picked up by number 1? Can't tell who that is.
I was saying Mason Shellhammer there with the stop. They're going to roll this one. And that was a quick sidearm sling by Bearden.
Yeah, we saw him in warm-ups doing that. That's going to be a first and goal from the Panther 1-yard line.
Number 3, Abraham Mungia.
Mungia was the receiver.
And Bearden is going to get pushed into the end zone, and still waiting for the signal, but most likely he crossed the plane. I can't imagine that he didn't. But they have not signaled just yet.
There they go.
And that is going to be confirmation at the 1:05 mark. Hutch Bearden, the quarterback, going to take it in from 1 yard out, and that will extend the lead by 16-0. And they will send on the kicking team to attempt the point after. Snap is good, the hold's good, and the kick is through the uprights. 1:05 to go. Bridge City leads Liberty 17-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. 1:05 to go here in the second quarter. Your Liberty Panthers trailing 17-0. Hutch Bearden with the 1 yard keeper up the middle to give the Bridge City Cardinals the 17-0 lead. And they are set to kick off. Back deep for the Liberty Panthers be Aiden Reed and Devorian Bradford. Haven't seen Reed back there in some time.
It has been a few weeks.
He was injured a couple of weeks ago, and nice to see him back there. He was turning into a game changer before he got that injury. The high and deep. Reed is going to try to lead block for Bradford. Bradford still on his feet to get to the 20 and get pulled out at about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Reed there trying to get a shoulder to block, not to hold, and then, of course, Luke Williams.
Yeah, I thought Reed was going to step over there and take that from Devorian Bradford, which is why I was kind of hanging on his name there for a second. We've seen their return team in years past do the little oopsie-oo back there, and you think someone's got it, and it's someone else.
Although this is the night not to do that.
That is correct. 56 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Wycliffe, he'll roll to his right, quarterback keeper, trying to find some room, and he's going to get brought down. Nice pickup on the carry. Going to get the ball up to the Panther 28-yard line. Bring up second down and manageable.
Carlos Rubio handling his assignment, his blocking assignment well, which allowed a little bit of a seam to open up, and Wycliffe took advantage.
Liberty Panthers trying to put something together. Not a bunch of time left. They will be receiving the second half kickoff. Wycliffe with Fowler to his left. And he's going to run, try to catch the edge, and he's not going to get it. And, man, I don't know how a flag didn't get thrown in violently.
Well, maybe because the head linesman was taken down in that play.
Last week, that would have garnered about 10 flags. But, alas,
well, there's still
none.
Flags from last week's game.
I think so. So we're going to bring up third down. Wycliffe out of bounds. 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Going to give the ball to Fowler. He's going to drag a Cardinal or two forward.
Number 7, Logan Fowler, the ball carrier, takes up the middle.
It's going to bring up fourth down, and Bridge City's going to take a timeout. They're going to force Liberty to punt the ball. Very smart maneuver from that coaching staff. Sloppy field, you never know what's going to happen, and Liberty has had some snapping issues.
Well, Bridge City has 7 points from a snap that went over the head of the quarterback, and now you've got a guy that's going to be even further back, and it's going to be imperative to make sure you have a good grip on that football and send it off well.
Well, at any rate, no matter what happens here, this should be the final play of the half. Again, want to give a big shout out to the Mighty Panther Band under the direction of Sean Smith, headed to Lindale tomorrow for area marching contest. The Lady Panther volleyball team will be in Huffman on Monday for by-district action against Houston, Washington. Coach Justin Anderson has those young ladies kind of rolling right now. They're looking to make a little playoff run themselves.
Yeah, getting hot at the right time.
Well, actually, they're not going to punt the ball here. It's only 4 seconds. He should be able to just kind of run around here at the least. Wycliffe to his right. And he's going to be able to run the clock out. They're going to get pulled down. That's going to do it for the first half of action. In Liberty, Texas, Memorial Stadium, 10-4A. Bridge City leads Liberty 17-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You were watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. We are at Memorial Stadium in Liberty, Texas, 10-4A action. The Bridge City Cardinals and your Liberty Panthers. Liberty trailing Bridge City 17-0. Ross, real quick scoring summary from the first half.
Well, Bridge City doing all the scoring in the first half, and they started it on their second possession by nailing a 23-yard field goal. That made it 3-0. Go forward to between their fifth and sixth possession, and that is a snap that went over the head of Braden Darter and was recovered by Bridge City in the end zone. The extra point good. It was 10-0. And then on their last drive, their sixth drive of the game, a 1-yard touchdown run, which by Hutch Bearden. You would think I would know that name. Hutch Bearden ran it in QB sneak from a yard out, but also on that drive, Ashton Summerall, the running back, had a big pickup on 3rd and 3, which really gave him a great opportunity, and that's the scoring.
Well, Ross, real quick, and then we're going to turn it over to the band performances. Both of these bands going to do a great job. One of the things that we talk about time and time again is to limit the penalties, hang on to the football, and find the big plays. So far, the Liberty Panther defense has been playing very, very well. Real quick, your keys to the second half for Liberty to be successful.
Keeping your composure. We saw a couple of times already, or one time at least, that was called in the first half where Liberty had a unsportsmanlike penalty. They've got to resist the urge in the second half, especially down 17-0. Bridge City has been struggling a bit with moving the ball. However, they've had some really good field position, and so that defense has had to be on the field quite a bit. Liberty 7 possessions in the first half, but they were unable to really move the ball. They've had an interception, 4 punts in the end of the half.
Well, Ross, it's senior night, and it's a great night for the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Again, another one of these broadcasts that's almost entirely student-led. So I want to give a big shout-out to our AV team tonight as I turn over the rest of halftime to them, and you get to hear the Bridge City Cardinal Band and the Mighty Panther Band of Liberty. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so. See you then. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. We are in Liberty, Texas, Memorial Stadium, 10-4A between the Bridge City Cardinals and your Liberty Panthers. What a phenomenal halftime show. Both the Bridge City Band and the Liberty Bands qualifying for the area competition. They'll be headed up to Lindale tomorrow for that competition. And, man, that was kind of a tour de force from Bridge City as well as Liberty, Ross.
Very impressive halftime performances. And you kind of worried, though, that there might be some slippage considering the field conditions tonight.
Well, here come the Liberty Panthers back onto the field. They trail Bridge City 17-0. They will be receiving the opening kickoff for the second half. That didn't sound right at all as soon as I said that. They'll be receiving the second half kickoff.
What did you say?
I said they'll be receiving the opening kickoff of the second half, well, which I guess that's correct, but
you're not wrong.
It didn't sound
Joe,
right.
you're wrong enough.
Okay.
Don't hit yourself on that one where you're technically right.
Bridge City coming through their, I don't know what you call that, the Big Bird. It's not a Big Bird tunnel. It's a Big Cardinal.
No, it's a cardinal. Yeah, if it was
cardinal
a bird, it would have been yellow. And
we'd have heard
weird
Welcome to
legs.
Sesame Street and all that business. We didn't hear that at all. Well, no matter what, we're about to get this thing underway. As per usual, Ross will take over on play-by-play, and I will add what very little I can add to my color commentary.
I apologize to everybody in advance for my performance.
Well, if you're looking for something to do Monday week, so a week from Monday on November 11th, the Veteran Day ceremony, kind of an annual thing at Liberty High School. Start off the morning with a veterans breakfast, followed by an assembly in the LHS gym. This year's speaker, John Stevenson. Be pleased to hear from him. And, hey, don't forget, Tuesday, November 5th, vote. How about that?
There's an election.
I've heard tell across the land of some event-like election happening on Tuesday.
They should probably talk about that more.
You would think they'd talk about that. Don't hear much about that. No matter what, no matter rhyme, no matter reason, we're here. Second half.
For Liberty, the deep man, Jason Whitcliffe on the right side and Devorian Bradford on the left. Liberty will take this ball and try to move it right to left.
Now, Ross, when we were earlier in the game, I said, man, it feels awfully dark, and now it feels super bright. So maybe the lights had not warmed up all the way when we first started.
Well, that's what happens when you close your eyes for the first half, Joe. When you open them, it's brighter.
Man, you were just on one tonight.
Yeager Carlin will be doing the kicking for Bridge City. Whitcliffe on the right side, the deep man standing at his 4-yard line. Here is the kick. It is a spinner, and Bradford will field it at the goal line. He will move forward across the 15. He cuts back into midfield, or the middle of the field, before being taken down at about the 22-yard line, and that's where Liberty will start their drive.
Man, almost. You never want to say don't do that. Almost would have been better to let that go into the end zone.
Well,
But he was a block away from probably adding at least another 20 yards on the return. So, man, I'm glad I don't have to make those decisions. That's why I'm up here, Ross.
Liberty will start this drive from their own 22-yard line. They come out, and the quarterback is going to be Darter. Darter got a majority of the snaps in the first half. Frankie Mares injured in last week's game. Quickly to the line and a tight set. 1, 2, 3 backs in the backfield. This ball going to be handed off to Fowler. Fowler is going to get across the line, the 25. He's going to be pulled down. He'll get forward progress to the 26-yard line.
Be number 58 for Bridge City leading the charge. Trying to find that number over there. That'd be Caleb Heraldez.
Did I say
I'm sorry.
Logan? Did I say Logan Fowler or Bo Fowler?
I thought you said Logan.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I kind of tune you out anyway, so I don't really know what you said.
Ball on the near hash mark. Liberty moving right to left. Under center, Darter. Darter feeds this ball to Fowler again, and he is taken down. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play.
Number 10, Bryce Breeden for Bridge City with the stop, and he got in the backfield quickly.
Breeden has been a pain for Liberty's offense tonight. Ball is at the Liberty 25-yard line. Be 3rd down and about 7 to go. Again, tight set, 3 backs in the backfield. This ball is going to be handed off to Holmes. Holmes is running left. He is wrapped up around the waist, and he'll be taken down. But he gains to the 29-yard line.
Number 20, John Smart with the stop. That's pretty rough there at the end. Some folks in the stands not super happy with that.
Diego Diaz-Ramirez will come on to punt this ball. Salcedo, the deep man for Bridge City, he stands inside his 40-yard line at the 39-yard line.
It's going to be Luke. No, I thought it was going to be Luke Williams, but it's not.
Diaz inside his 15. High snap, fields it, gets the kick off. It is a high angling kick to the right, and it drops, takes a Bridge City bounce, and is going to be killed at the 48-yard line. Little scrum there at the end, but a Liberty player touched it first, and that kills the ball. And Bridge City will start their drive at the Bridge City 48-yard line with 9:49 left in the 3rd.
Yeah, they've had some exceptional starting field position, and that's kind of a testament to what the defense has done tonight, limiting them in their opportunities. The ever-dangerous quarterback, Hutch Bearden, has largely been limited because of the defense and the field conditions.
1st down 10 from the 48-yard line. Bearden takes the snap. He is going to hand this one off to his ball carrier. Going left is Summerall, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage.
Be number 22, Ryan Monk, with the stop for the Liberty Panthers. Not much gain on that, Ross.
Number 6.
Well, he may have gotten a yard because it looks like they've spotted it at the 49-yard line. Bridge City moving left to right. On the far hash mark, Bearden in the shotgun with Summerall to his left. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Summerall moves to his right. Claps his hands together. High snap, pulls it down. Looks downfield, under pressure. He throws it deep and over the head of his receiver, Abraham Munga.
Looks like that's number 23, Pepper DeBose, back there in coverage for the Panthers. But that was never going to find Mungia. That was well beyond him.
Okay, give me a pronunciation.
I'm swinging in the wind right now, Ross. I don't know. Omar and I before the game thought Mungia, but I'm sure we are not even close.
We'll go with Mungia. 3rd down and about 9 to go. Bearden in the shotgun. He sends 2 wide receivers on each side. Summerall to his right. Man in motion, right to left. And this ball fakes the handoff. A screen pass. It is caught by Mungia, but behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a loss.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure from the Panther defense. They were just trying to swing that out there and see what stuck, and he really didn't have time to set, Ross.
Mungia,
yeah.
Mungia.
But no matter what, that's going to bring up 4th down and bring on the punt team.
And on 4th down, Yeager Carlin will stand at his 32-yard line. The deep man for Liberty, Jason Whitcliffe, standing on his 10. Snaps back, pulls it down, kicks the leg. Ball is off. It is spinning end over end. It is fielded by Whitcliffe, and not cleanly. He picks it up, and he is going backwards as he is hammered down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, fortunately, they're going to give him the forward progress because, man, I think if he would have been able to field that cleanly, he may have been able to do something with that. This Bridge City special teams getting down there very quickly and just really largely limiting what he can do. Actually, they're going to give him a worse spot than I thought, Ross.
Yeah, they're going to get him at the 14-yard line, which is closer to where, at least to me, it appeared the forward progress was stopped. So from the 14-yard line, Liberty has it at their own 14. Darter in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 in motion from the right. Darter slings a pass to Whitcliffe behind the line. Whitcliffe is hit immediately, fights forward, but he is going to lose a yard maybe, and there is a helmet off that is not Godfrey's, and it is Whitcliffe's helmet.
I think it's going to get ripped off in the scrum right there, and there's nothing happening there. as far as flags go, so the officials didn't see any problem with that. He must have been on their cheat sheet before the game, a player to key on, because they have, anytime he's gotten around the ball, they have just been pack mentality around him.
So he gets back to the line of scrimmage at the 14. It is 2nd down and 10.
That's what I'm going to say.
That's what the chain says, so we'll go with that. Shotgun formation, Darter on the near hash mark. Takes this one, calls his own number. Runs forward, tries to cut left into traffic across the 15, and he'll be taken down about the 18-yard line of Liberty.
Ross, this defensive line of Bridge City, among the bigger ones that we've seen, and they are giving this offensive line all they can handle right now. Not much opportunity for the running backs and the quarterback to find gaps to run through.
3rd down and 6 for Liberty from their 18-yard line. Ball set on the near hash mark. 1 wide receiver on the right side, 3 on the left with a back to Darter's right. Takes the snap, rolls right, throws downfield, has Whitcliffe on the sideline, catches it, and that should be good enough for a 1st down. It is.
That's really the first sort of positive sign that we've seen from Darter tonight. A nice hookup with Jason Whitcliffe.
That is the first down for Liberty tonight.
The first down?
I believe that is correct.
At least it wasn't penalty induced? Okay, I got you.
No, I don't think that. I think that is the first down.
Well, all right. You heard it here first, folks. By the way, thank you for joining us on the Panther Sportz Network.
Whitcliffe stepping out at the 27-yard line. Ball now on the far hash mark. Darter puts a man in motion right to left. Takes the snap. He's going to get it. He is almost wrapped up behind the line by 10, and he will get taken down, and there is going to be a late flag, and there's lots of extracurriculars going on.
Well, this is going to get out of hand if they don't figure this one out, because after they blew the whistle, there were at least 3 more pushes and pretty violent shoves in that scrum, Ross.
The linesman on the far sideline was the first one to throw a flag, and then they all started coming in, and they're going to sort this one out.
Well, what happened is they had the forward progress, and I think they waited about 2 seconds too long to start blowing the whistle.
And I believe this is going to be an offsetting penalty. I think both teams are going to get hit on it.
So far, they've actually called a pretty clean game.
No, they've really done a nice job. It's just now going to have to stay on top of this. The score 17-0. These two teams with a history of animosity towards each other when it comes to the playing field. And I said it was going to offset, but they're moving this football forward.
Well, and a nice turn of events for the Liberty Panthers. Wow, this is going to hurt.
This is going to turn into a 30-yard penalty. A legal hand to the face, which is a personal foul, and then an unsportsmanlike afterwards. And so now the ball will be in Bridge City territory the first time tonight.
Well, it seems like the Liberty Panthers have been on the receiving end of those double fouls. This time it worked out in their favor. Let's see if they can do something with it.
Ball now at the Bridge City 44-yard line in the middle of the field. Darter in the shotgun formation sends 4 receivers to the left side. Empty backfield, slings to his right. Along the sideline has Whitcliffe. Whitcliffe going up a little ways before stepping out of bounds. And some chumminess between Geezy and Saucedo on the Liberty sideline. It'll be a positive pickup and a nice pickup on first down, about 5 yards.
They're trying to do everything they can to get the ball in Whitcliffe's hands somewhere. And sort of lost in the shuffle of all this is Connor Geezy, who's a dangerous weapon in his own right.
Geezy, the receiver on the left side. 2 wide receivers on the right. This ball handed off to Holmes. Holmes goes up the middle, tries to shift his feet a little bit, and he is going to get up. And we have some more activity after the play between Saucedo and Geezy. No flags drawn, but they're still pretty chummy.
Yeah, this game is still, I wouldn't say that this game is still in doubt, is what I'm trying to say, in the longest way possible.
Ball at the Bridge City 39-yard line. Liberty needs 5 yards for a first down. One back in the backfield, Fowler to the left of Darter. Fowler is going to fake the handoff. Darter trying to go left and right into the wall that is the Bridge City line. And we're going to have even more here as one of the Bridge City players, I could see through the binoculars, nailed Logan Fowler in the head with a kick.
And now we're going to get a late flag, a couple of late flags, and I think this is going to go against Bridge City again.
I did not see what was going on to
the
left, but
there was a Bridge City guy in the middle of the Panther huddle over here on the side, and there was a flag thrown. And then as Bridge City was walking away, the referee threw a flag.
That one. He had his back to the Liberty sideline towards the Bridge City sideline.
There is a lot of time left here.
Well, and I think here, Joe, we talked about this coming into the game, and we talked about it a little bit before going to halftime, that the officials are going to have to stay on top of this because these two teams have a big history of fights. 2 years ago in Bridge City, there was a team-on-team fight on the playing field in Bridge City.
Well, the crazy part here is Bridge City is still playing for something at this point. They're trying to move out of that third spot and potentially avoid some monstrous matchups in the playoffs. And Liberty still not mathematically eliminated from the playoff picture. This is going to stay chippy probably the entire way. And I'm actually surprised that they aren't calling both teams over and telling them to cut it out.
Well, we may have that in short order. They're still trying to sort out what all these flags are because they came in from so many different officials, and all of them late.
Also, a white Infiniti SUV, license plate number 7.
5:34 to go here in the third quarter. Liberty trails 17-0, but it's a close 17-0.
I am not really sure, but there may be an ejection here, Joe. The referee had his card out. And,
also, a reminder, folks, that you have 5 more minutes to purchase gun raffle tickets.
Well, he's calling a number over to Bridge City.
Yeah, I believe this is going to be an ejection. Bryce Breeden, if I saw the hand signals correctly, and he is going to go over and talk to the Bridge City head coach.
It's Coach Smalley over there.
Bridge City with a 17-0 lead, 5:34. Liberty with the ball right now at the 39-yard line of Bridge City after a 30-yard penalty, 2 personal fouls, one during the play and one after the play going against Bridge City, and there's potentially another personal foul that could result in an ejection, which looms large next week if it is a Bridge City player, as they have...
Yeah, I would think they'd have to sit out the half at least.
I believe, Joe, I can't remember from your notes who they have next week. Maybe Huffman?
Yeah, it's a pretty – no. Yeah, they haven't played Huffman yet, I don't think. They've only played LCM. So, yeah, I believe Huffman is their final opponent.
Okay, so now they're coming back over, the officials, and we are about to see exactly what the result is. And we are going to have a dead ball.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Bridge City.
And I could not tell, Joe. It looked like he made it possibly an ejection sign. Let's see if you can look through your... No, I guess it's not, because there is number 10 for Bridge City. After the 15-yard mark-off, Liberty has a first down and 10 from the Bridge City 24-yard line. In the shotgun is Darter. Behind him is Fowler. Fowler takes the handoff and chums up forward, and he's going to get all the way up to the 20-yard line.
The number 58, Caleb Geraldez with the stop, but that's a big pickup from Fowler. Panthers with some momentum here in this late third quarter time period.
You know, Liberty's defense having to play a lot in the first half, but so had Bridge City's. And so, 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. In the shotgun, Darter hands off to Fowler again. Fowler scoots to his left, and he is going to fall forward to the 15-yard line. And it'll be good enough for a first down for Liberty.
All right, so I did just confirm Bridge City is going to be hosting Huffman next week. So that will be probably for
a lot of marbles.
A lot of marbles, right. It could be for as much as first place, depending on how Huffman's shaking out tonight. I have to check and see who they're playing.
Here it is 17-0 Bridge City. Liberty threatening for the first time, and they are going to change the spot of this football. It's going to go from the Bridge City 15 to the 14. In the shotgun, Fowler to the right of Darter. Darter takes the snap, hands off to Fowler. Fowler running left, trying to stretch the play, but he is going to get a yard to the 13-yard line as the clock continues to wind.
Yeah, right now Huffman locked in a battle with LCM in the third quarter, leading by a touchdown, 28-21. So Bridge City fans really rooting for LCM right now, because if LCM pulls the upset, then that means everyone has beaten everyone at the top, and then they could actually be playing for the district championship next Friday night.
Yeah, Bridge City losing to LCM on a somewhat of a freak play. Clock is now under 3:40. Darter takes this, hands it off to Holmes, and Holmes is crushed as he gets ready to go over the line, and I think he gets back to the line.
That was a big-time hit. Number 10, Bryce Breeden, he just came across the middle and smashed him.
Breeden is, he's got the hit stick, that's for sure. Ball is on the left hash mark. Liberty moving right to left. They have a big third down. They need 8 yards. They need, I believe, the 5-yard line.
Could definitely pick up the first down without scoring.
Ball is on the 12. Hand off to Wilson. Wilson stretching around the left or the right, and he will get down, and he's going to get down to about the 9-yard line.
Man, that is really unfortunate. They had played him all the way down the line. He was very patient, found that end, and just slipped. Probably could have stepped into the end zone had he not slipped down. Very unfortunate for the freshman.
So it draws a 4th down and about 4 to go. Liberty changing personnel as Whitcliffe and Darter come back in. Darter had not left. He had run over the sideline. And we are quickly to the line in a big set. And we're going to get a timeout here from Liberty as Kedrick Harrison calls the timeout with 2:12 left to play in the third quarter. 17-0 Bridge City.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. 2:12 to go in the third quarter. Liberty trailing 17-0, but this has really been their first positive drive of the game, and helped out by a couple of huge penalties by Bridge City, and they are knocking on the door. It's 4th down and some change, and they are going to send on Diego Diaz to try to get some points out of this. Not imperative that they score a touchdown, but they do need to get some points out of this drive.
So Diaz, the ball will be spotted down for the kick at about the, what is that?
We're going to call that the 16-yard line?
16-yard line. So a 26-yard field goal attempt. Diaz on the right hash mark. Snap, back, hold down. This is a line drive kicked just over the kneecaps, and that will be no good.
Well, that was the awful version of what you would want to happen, and I can't help but imagine the footing and everything else right there did not do him any favors. Normally, he's automatic from somewhere like that. 205 missed field goal. That will be a turnover for the Bridge City defense, and they will have 1st and 10 from the Liberty 20-yard line.
A booster club member tonight. Support Liberty Panthers today by becoming a member of the Liberty Athletic Booster Club. Sign-up forms are downstairs in the layer. If you have any questions about membership, please feel free to contact Liberty Athletic Booster Club members.
Play off, and it's not going to go anywhere.
The Summerall with the carry. Host of Panthers catching him on that right-hand side. Keenan Clevenger leading the charge for Liberty.
Sorry, Joe, I was doing some paperwork. There's a game going on.
There's a whole game going on, Ross. Hey, I want you to join us. Just be present, Ross. Be present.
Quickly to the line. Bearden under center, pitches back. No, he's going to fake the pitch. He rolls left. He's going to pull this one down. Shellhammer's going to force him out of bounds, but not before getting close to a 1st down for Bridge City.
Yeah, that was a nice play from Bridge City. They fooled the entire defense and forced them to cut back.
They fooled me, but of course that's not hard.
I didn't want to say anything out loud.
So after that run, that gets the ball up to the 29-yard line of Bridge City. 1:25 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Liberty trails Bridge City by 17. Bearden under center. Liberty showing blitz. And we are going to have some flags there as there was movement. Now they'll have to discuss whether that movement came in the form of Liberty encroaching or false start. And it is going to be encroachment against Liberty. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and they'll mark that off.
Looks like it's all sides against the defense. Ball's in place at the 35-yard line.
So from the 35 now, Bridge City. Cheerleaders are down on the track doing a nice job getting these fans engaged for Liberty. Bearden back in the shotgun, high snap, pulls it down, hands it off, and the ball carrier ball's loose. Liberty should have this football. And Liberty does.
Be number 15, Leighton Shellhammer, coming up with the football. And man, I said they had some momentum. They lost it a bit, and maybe they just found it. There's still 1:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Plenty of time to put some points on the board. But as we've alluded to so many times in the red zone, they have got to finish.
We were talking to Coach Smalley before the game, and one of the things he talked about was holding on to the football and a turnover here. And a golden opportunity for Liberty as Bridge City had started getting some momentum on that drive. Be the 10th possession for Liberty, and can't beat the field position at the 35-yard line. Darter takes it out of the shotgun, rolls left, now cuts back right. He's going to take off, misses a tackler, and he is going to step out of bounds, and we've got a late flag thrown by the referee.
Yeah, that's going to be holding, I'm pretty confident.
It was thrown fairly late, but we'll see.
Well, when you've got offensive players holding their hands up like, what, me?
Well, that's never good.
There's a flag on the play.
It's either they're going to be that or a block in the back. But I thought that they missed a hold about 2 seconds before that.
I thought I did too, but that one coming in late after the ball was well away. And I was thinking it could have been, because of the chippiness, it could have been a late penalty. But, yeah, Joe, you're right. This one's going to go against Liberty.
I wish I wasn't right. Because that was one of those things we've talked about so many times, the unnecessary.
No, this is not a hold. It's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, that's even worse. That was unnecessary. You would think it's week 9 or week 10 that they would have figured this out, and they still haven't.
3rd personal foul for Liberty tonight. ball goes all the way back to the 42-yard line of Bridge City. Darter in the shotgun, puts a receiver in motion right to left, and we are going to get another penalty against Liberty as there was movement on the Liberty line.
False start against Panthers.
And Liberty going in the wrong direction as that 5-yard mark off moves the ball back to see exactly the 46-yard line. Again, Darter shotgun. Bradford in motion right to left. Low snap. Darter rolls right, loses his footing. He throws. Whitcliffe, the intended receiver, but he had his back to the play, running downfield.
Yeah, I think he just had to get that ball out of there. That was simply a make sure you get out of the tackle box and throw that past the line of scrimmage.
Jaeger Carlson with the coverage on Whitcliffe.
38 seconds to go here in the third quarter. You're watching Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing, Memorial Stadium. 10-4A. Liberty trying to hold on to their dim playoff hopes.
Third down, 25 to go, and we're going to have this play killed here. I think we're going to have a timeout for Liberty. We will, with 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Liberty trails Bridge City 17-0 on the Panther Sports Network in a moment.
Welcome back. Panther football, 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Liberty with third and long, Ross.
Third and 25. Shotgun formation, Darter with 3 wide receivers on the left. Darter takes the snap, rolls left, loses his footing back. He's going to be back up, and he is going to be taken down from behind, and we are going to have a flag here. I think they're going to get him for a horse collar. I believe they are going to get Bryce Breeden for a horse collar, because that's when the flag came in. And if they do, that is a huge penalty because it's an automatic first down.
Yeah, that will eat back up all of that penalty yardage that they inflicted upon themselves earlier.
Darter ripped down.
Pretty wild, that play. Had everything that you'd want. He rolled to his left, almost slipped and fell. And now he's going to be okay. He's a pretty tough kid, man. I'm kind of impressed watching him play.
That's going to bring the ball out to the 30
So
line, automatic first down.
It is an automatic first down. So Liberty bailed out there as they had a long 25 yards to go for a first down on third down.
Now they'll be on the Bridge City 30-yard line.
Tight set, Darter under center. Hands this to Fowler. Fowler is blown up behind the line by
Breeden. I think Breeden and Tucker Floyd from LCM are battling to see who's going to be the defensive player of the year in the district. Breeden has been a handful for the Liberty offense all night long.
And that will do it for the third quarter, not the fourth quarter. 17-0 after 3. We'll be back on the Panther Sports Network with the fourth quarter.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. After 3 at Memorial Stadium, Liberty trails Bridge City 17-0, and they're going to switch ends of the field. Logan Fowler getting the truck stick put on him by Breeden, and we are second down. And did he get back to the line of scrimmage?
He lost one.
Okay. Second down and 11.
Now, he probably feels like he lost more than one.
Well, the great thing about Fowler, man, he's a tough kid, man.
He is.
He is definitely a tough kid.
He's like the Timex. Ball at the Bridge City 31-yard line. Second down, 11. Darter, shotgun, empty backfield. He under center. Wycliffe was in the backfield. Hands this one off, and it's going to go for about 2 or 3 yards.
That was Holmes on the carry. Well, they've tried the spread, and now they're trying foot to foot and see what they can do against this defensive line of Bridge City.
We've seen a few more screen plays as well.
Yeah.
On the last drive. Darter gets the new play and trots back out to the huddle. The clock runs under 11:25 to play. Third down, about 8 to go. Under center, Darter. Wycliffe in the backfield. A bad exchange. Darter falls on it. And he's going to end up at the original line of scrimmage when all this drive started, or when this set of downs started.
Well, this is going to be 4-down territory at this point.
Yeah, down 17 with only 11:05 left and scoring at a premium.
They're going to send on the spread team here. Connor Geezy, Devorian Bradford checking in. Jay-Sean Godfrey, Mason Jordan coming out.
So 4th down, 10 to go. They need the 21-yard line. Shotgun formation. Holmes to the right of Darter. Darter drops back. Screen pass to Bradford. Bradford catches it, his hit, stays on his feet, and is going to be taken down after a couple of, maybe a yard loss. And that will do it for the drive for Liberty.
Well, that had shades of LCM. They tried to do that in the LCM game, and that ball got picked up. No, was it LCM or Viter that picked 6 on the screen? Maybe both.
It was in Viter.
Was it Viter? Okay. Yeah, Darter was trying to find him right there on that quick screen, and number 20 came through there and almost picked it off.
So a turnover on downs for Liberty. Bridge City will start their drive at the Bridge City 32-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark. Their last drive ending in a fumble. 3 wide receivers on the right side, the far side. One on the left. High snap. Bearden pulls it down. He's going to run with it. Loses his footing. Flag flies. He hurdles the 35, and he is going to come out of bounds at about the 40, but this one's going to come back.
Looks like holding against Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm surprised in this sloppiness there hasn't been more holding called as people are trying to find their footing, especially inside those hash marks. But, man, that was a heck of an athletic play that Bearden had down there in this mud and muck. That is not easy to do with that hurdle that he completed. But it's all for naught, Ross, because it's going backwards.
So it'll be 1st down and 20 to go. Ball now sits inside the 35-yard line at the 34-yard line. Bearden in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back to his left. Gets the snap, about number high. He's flushed out of the pocket, dumps this ball off to
This Summerall who caught
Summerall, and he will scamper up to the 30.
Bryce Casey in on the stop, although Summerall's probably slipping to the ground, but I'm still going to give Casey credit for that.
9:47, Liberty trails 17-0 against the Bridge City Cardinals.
Ball placed at the 29-yard line, brings up 2nd down.
And we are going to get a timeout. They're going to respot this ball. It's now inside the 30-yard line at the 28-yard line. And they're going to say 29, so they move it back a yard. It'll be 2nd down and long. Bearden, a back to his left. 3 wide receivers remain on the right side. Claps his hands together, gets the snap just above the numbers. Looking, has time, has a receiver over the middle at the 45. The ball is loose, and they are going to say he's down.
you know, kind of the play within the play there. Number 11, Mason Shellhammer, had he not slipped, he may have been able to step in front of that and pick that off.
They are saying incomplete pass. Incomplete pass.
An update, Ross. Late in the third quarter, Hargrave 40, LCM 28, trying to pull away from them.
An incomplete pass, and I'm not sure. I did not see it. They're going to say he didn't have possession of it.
Pass goes incomplete.
So it'll be third down and long. Had that been a complete pass and a fumble, it would have been Liberty's ball. But as it is, it's third down and 14 to go. Bearden has the ball in the middle of the field at the 29-yard line. In the shotgun, takes the snap. Looks down the field. He's going to roll right. He's got a receiver. Hits the receiver at about the 34-yard line. He's going to come out of bounds over the 35, and there's a flag, though, in the backfield at about the 21-yard line.
Pass was complete. There is a flag.
So Leighton Shellhammer and Pepper DeBose in the area to help make the stop there.
They're trying to see if Liberty wants to decline this penalty on and bring up a fourth down. Would be a manageable third down or fourth down. And I think Liberty is going to say, wait, there was too much yardage picked up on that one, so they're going to back them up. They're going to accept it, and they'll replay third down. I think that, Joe, is probably the wise move
No, I
here.
think with the field conditions the way they are, absolutely.
Ball at the 19-yard line of Bridge City.
And with Bridge City committed to trying to sling the ball a little bit, this would be a great opportunity for a pick six right here so close to the end zone.
Bearden and Summerall look to the sideline for what they're going to run here on third and eternity.
The clock has been running.
Bearden claps his hands together, gets a good snap, drops back, fires over the middle of the field. He's got a receiver at the 39-yard line, and he is going to be brought down close to a first down, and there is a late flag.
Well, I'm afraid they're going to try and get a face mask over here. The coaching staff on the far side screaming for it.
Well, and the coaching staff on the far side out there quickly to try to help break things up.
Bearden throwing a BB across the middle of the field.
It is a face mask against Liberty. It'll be an automatic first down.
Yeah, the Liberty defense trying to reach in there and rip the ball out, and I think his hand slipped and he caught the helmet when he was trying to do that. That's one of those situations where, man, you got to take the chance for sure. Just something bad happened when you took the chance.
Well, that was definitely a good call on Kedrick Harrison's part to accept that penalty. That's one of those that it'll happen from time to time, but your percentages are better doing what he did. Bearden in the shotgun, fresh set of downs. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Summerall. He is around some traffic. He's down the left side. He cuts back in towards the numbers, flag down. Bearden will get into the end zone, but this one is coming back.
Bearden takes it in for a touchdown. There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag at the Liberty 30-yard line.
I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag down at the 3, because when he got to the 3-yard line, he started as he was trotting into the end zone.
So this one will come back as this flag.
But that is definitely an example of why he is such a dangerous weapon. He turned really nothing into something.
He was aided, though, Joe, by a hold.
Well, I'm not talking about that portion there. When he got into the open field, he definitely made a few of the Panther defenders not look great.
So they'll replay first down after the penalty. The ball at the 40-yard line. It'll be first down and 7. after the penalty is marked up. Bearden with 2 wide receivers on each side. Claps his hands together, gets a snap, hands it off to Summerall, and he's blown up behind the line, taken down by a host of Panthers. And we've got some late flags, Joe. I was trying to look for numbers, so I did not see who this is going to be on.
Well, I'm glad I didn't say what I said earlier. I was thinking, man, this game has been flying by, and probably the last 10 minutes of playing action has been more like 20 or 30 because of all the penalties and the stoppages.
Almost all of the penalties are personal fouls on one team or another. This one not any different. This one going against Liberty.
Yeah, they had him
afraid of that.
They had him on the ground and just kept going at him. And you're generally going to get touched up on that every time.
Yeah, that's the 5th personal foul against Liberty in this game. And I'm not trying to harbor, it's just that is where we are, and that one is a very costly one, a fresh set of downs after they'd gotten him for a loss. Bearden in the shotgun formation. Liberty shows blitz. Ball is fake to Summerall. Run to the right by Bearden. Bearden has a block, and he's still on his feet across the 25, inside the 20. And we are going to have some other action here on the far sideline. I have not seen a flag come out, which I'm surprised because it happened here. It'll be a first down. And there is no flag. They'll set the ball. And they're going to put Bearden down at about the, Joe, can you see that?
Oh, I'm still thinking about the silliness that happened at the end of that play, which I'm not going to comment on, but it angers me to watch that.
Ball inside the 15 at the 13-yard line of Liberty. Ball set, chain set, clock has been wound. We're under 7 minutes and 20 seconds or so. Bearden with Summerall now to his right on his hip. 3 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far. Bearden drops back, looks right, lets this ball go, and it is too far, and an uncatchable ball out of the back of the end zone.
Really great coverage from Aiden Reed back there. Made sure that it wasn't going to get anywhere in there, dropped his hands, and just played him coverage with his body.
With 7:06, I see the Bridge City coaches are headed back over to the Bridge City sideline. They have a 17-0 lead. Only 7:06 left to play in this game. Bridge City deep in Liberty territory at the Liberty 13-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Bridge City moving right to left. Bearden, shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers stacked on the right side. 2 on the left. This ball handed off to Summerall. Summerall hit behind the line and continues to go forward as he will barrel to the 11.
Number 6.
A 2-yard pickup there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the thing with tonight, Ross, has been the Liberty Panthers have been so tantalizingly close to doing something special, and just, for whatever reason, keep on inflicting harm to themselves.
We're going to spot this one at the 10-yard line of Liberty. Bearden looking to some receivers on his left. 3 he has to his left. Fakes the handoff to Summerall. Gets a receiver in the end zone wide open, and it'll be a touchdown for Bridge City.
That'll be Mungia with the reception.
Bearden throwing that across the middle.
They'll extend the lead to 23, pending the point after attempt. 6:24. Bearden with a touchdown strike.
And the extra point attempt is up, and it goes over the crossbar and through the uprights. With 6:24, it's 24-0 Bridge City. Back on the Panther Sportz Network in a moment.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. 6:24, Hutch Bearden to Abraham Mungia for the 10-yard touchdown strike. Point after is good. Bridge City 24, Liberty 0. And, well, Ross, they're in danger of a first this season. Haven't been shut out all season long, and it does not look like that streak is going to continue.
Well, there's still 6:24 left, but Joe, based on how this game has gone, as far as Bridge City's put up 24 points, but not a scoring conducive game. Two deep men for Liberty, Whitcliffe and Bradford. This ball is off. It is going to be fielded and run down the left sideline. The ball comes loose, but jumping back on it is going to be Ryan Hessler. I thought that was Hessler.
Yeah, Hessler trying to get something going, and fortunately that bounced back into his hands.
As he fell hard, but he'll be taken down there. See where they're going to spot this, Joe.
Ball's going to be down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10 for Liberty.
They're going to give him the 25. Darter comes back out, shotgun formation. Fowler in the backfield behind him. Three wide receivers are out wide to the left. Hands off to Fowler. Fowler runs left, tries to break free of some tackles, and he'll be taken down after a pickup of about one.
To be honest with you, I thought they gave the ball away there.
I did too.
Credit to Fowler's athleticism.
I just noticed neither the bands are gone.
Well,
They've got a long trip tomorrow.
Yeah, they definitely have a very long day tomorrow. They're going to have to get up super early to make that.
4:30 is what I was told. They leave at 4:30.
Yeah.
Here is the fake handoff to Fowler. Darter takes it up the middle, and he will be hit. A nice gain there for Darter, and it'll bring up a third and manageable.
Yeah, I can't remember when Liberty marches, but I think it's 1-something. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But that's definitely a lengthy bus ride up to Lindale, which is up near Tyler.
Yeah, I was told that they are going to be leaving at 4:30 in the morning. Bridge City the same. Third down and about 3 to go for Liberty from their own 33-yard line. Darter in the shotgun, three wide receivers wide. Takes the snap, pulls it down. He's going to barrel forward. He trips forward, and he'll have enough for a first down as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's it. You're right. You're right there on the precipice. Well, last night was Halloween, Ross. Did you go trick-or-treating in your building?
No.
Why not?
42. I think I'm 42.
You think you're 42?
41.
Okay.
Shotgun. This ball is gotten away from Darter. Darter picks it up deep. He is going to try to turn something into nothing, and he does get it. Picks it up about the 20 and gets it back to the 25, and that is a huge loss. As that one skipped right by him, about just below the waist.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. Well, good news, bad news always when you're thinking about the new coaching staff and what they've got. The bad news is I guarantee the season hasn't gone the way Coach Harrison wanted it to go. The good news is I think there's help coming. The middle school programs are on fire right now.
Darter takes this one, drops back under pressure, pulls it back down, and he is going to take off. He goes to the left and back up the middle, and he will get to the, the 27-yard line?
Mm-hmm. Once again,
and he will now have, they will have a, is this a third down or a fourth down? The down box says third, but I thought it was third on the last play.
Well, barring some sort of miracle in the last 3 minutes, Liberty's going to drop this game, and that will mathematically eliminate them from postseason contention with 1 game to go. We'll be on the road next week in Sour Lake against Hardin-Jefferson, and we'll be there with them.
This ball is going to be handed off to Wilson. Wilson running left is going to pick up some yardage up to the 34-yard line.
Well, the bad thing, Ross, I think both teams may be playing for nothing next week, depending on what Vider has done tonight, because they may have secured a 4th win tonight.
Okay, yeah. They are in. Bridge City came into this game in the 3rd position in the district.
Right, but there was a pretty big bridge between 3 and everyone else.
Snap back to Diaz. Diaz boots this one off his foot, and it's a boomer. Is that one is going to fall inside the 20, and it's going to roll all the way down inside the 5, and will be killed at about the 3-yard line.
That's probably the best thing that's happened all night long, was an amazing punt in about the last 2 minutes of the game.
Excellent kick by number 30, Diego Diaz-Ramirez. Ball's going to be down right around.
Like I was saying, we will be on the road next week for the final game of the season. Liberty traveling to Sour Lake and taking on Hardin-Jefferson. We'll be live on Monday in Huffman, Texas at the Hargrave High School Competition Gym. The Lady Panther volleyball team taking on Houston, Washington in bi-district action. That's going to start at 6 p.m. We'll be live at about 5:40. I'll be there. Ross will be on assignment. He said there was no way he was driving in from Houston for volleyball because
that is not what I said.
Oh, is that not what you said? I think
no.
you said. Okay, all right.
I'm going to be in Bermuda.
Coach Anderson and that volleyball team really catching fire at the right time and looking to make a little bit of a playoff run.
I'll be back Wednesday to vote.
Okay.
2:07, and Bearden's just going to pull this one down and try to get some yardage, and he does. From the 3, comes across the 5, and he will get down to the 7.
Anyone ever tell you how funny you are? You got jokes, man.
Nobody's ever told me that.
You're like a young Rickles.
I got the hairline that's almost matching now.
It's so close. Well, at least you're not like a young Kinnison. You haven't scream yelled at me, so that's good.
It's still early.
Yeah, it's definitely early.
I would not imagine Bridge City's going to do anything but hand this ball off, and they do. And this is ball carrier's gotten loose, loses his footing as he crosses the 20. He goes down, and that was the ball
number
carrier.
12. Number 12, Alex Chappell, the ball carrier.
That's Alex Chappell.
Yeah, probably on turf or not mud. That's probably to the house.
Yeah, he had broken free.
Under 1:15 here in the 4th quarter. Again, if you are a veteran or you want to support the veterans, we are having a Veterans Day ceremony on Monday, November 11th at the high school. There'll be a breakfast in the morning. Miss Christy Bean, the LHS choir director, taking charge of that. Always does a beautiful job.
Victory formation is Bearden. Take a knee here, and I believe they will have to do it one more time unless they kind of take their time setting this ball and the play clock.
Now they're going to have to do it one more time.
Yeah, he took the knee at 48. So one more will do it.
Well, Ross, as we wrap this up, we talked about this season. It's been a season of tantalizing what-ifs and what might have been. The Liberty Panthers have been really battling injuries early on in the season. They got some folks back and then lost some different ones. Coach Harrison in his first season has gotten a win, and he's had some improvement, and there's still some ground to be gained. Season's not over, but the Liberty Panthers mathematically eliminated from playoff contention tonight with this loss, 24-0. Ross, your final thoughts?
Well, I was going to ask you for your final
thoughts. No, I asked you first.
You first.
All right, my final thoughts, seriously, though. I'd like to see them end on a high note and see them take some positive moving forward next week. I would suspect that maybe some of the younger ones that are going to be on your roster next year probably get some heavy game action with nothing on the line. All in all, I've been really happy with Coach Harrison and what he's done with this football program. Can't wait to see where he's going to move it in the offseason moving forward.
That's something, Joe. This is his first year. He's not even one season through. We've seen a lot of positives. There are some negatives. 5 personal fouls in tonight's game for Liberty, and a couple of them very costly as Liberty drops this one 24-0 to Bridge City. The first time in 2 years Bridge City has taken a victory over Liberty. That'll do it from Liberty. Your unhappy final, 24-0 Bridge City. For Joe Roberts, Richard Ewing, our entire cast of characters, I'm Ross Norwood. We'll talk to you next week in
Sour Lake.